there I have my video uploading for my main channel. It's a Dollar Tree haul. And now I've just really been into reading. When Love Awaits, which I did a book review on, and which after watching that back, I felt like I was a little all over the place, but I've made some mental notes to improve my book reviews basically. Tender as the Storm was actually the book that I had originally picked to do next, but after reading it, I decided I had to go for something different. So, because I didn't really like it that much. Again, like, I love Joanna Lindsey, but straight out the gate, I didn't pick some of my top favorites, so I didn't want to do like 2 back-to-back. Like, eventually I will review Tender as the Storm, and I do love her writing, and I love the book. It's not one of my favorites, so if that makes sense. I probably don't make sense, because how can I not like it and love it, but whatever. So I already finished the book that I am going to review next, which was Julie Garwood. It's in the living room, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and pick my next book, because then that way I'm ahead of the game, you know, and I'm going to have content for the next several Fridays. Wait, what? Have I not read this one? How did I miss this? When I first found a Julie Garwood, one of you guys told me about Julie Garwood, so I immediately, like, on that person's word, I was like, yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. She said that she's amazing, writes just like Joanna Lindsey, and that person was correct. Obviously different ways, but like when you read the books, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But so I went and bought all of her books without reading any of them, and I guess I missed one. I thought I had read everything. You would think that would be the book I would need to read next, but I really have it in my mind to read a contemporary, so I'm gonna save this one. I liked this one, I think. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be that one, to be honest, but it's a maybe. Sweet Talk. Ooh. Ooh, I think it might be Sweet Talk. The Ideal Man. I love this one. It's one of the first ones that I read. Slow Burn. Not this one. Shadow Dance. Oh, I love Shadow Dance. I loved Jordan Buchanan, the character in this. I loved it. It kind of, Jordan Buchanan comes from the Buchanan family, which kind of reminds me in a way of the Mallory series from Joanna Lindsey, just because Joanna Lindsey wrote so many Mallory family members, and like, you know, the huge family tree, and then like each Mallory had their own book. And this kind of reminds me of that because she had a lot of Buchanans. So Jordan was one girl, I think there's like 4 or 5 brothers, and she's written a story about all of them, and this is the story of Jordan. So I really liked Jordan's. I'm gonna go with Sweet Talk. So, alright. Gonna wait for my video to finish uploading. I'm gonna read some chapters. I basically don't have to do anything else for the rest of the day. I'm ahead of my vlogs. I'm just trying to get prepared for the fact that I'm leaving for Dallas. It's a very short trip. So I'm leaving Saturday morning, I come back Sunday. So it's for my nephew's first birthday. I already ordered him a few presents from Amazon, but I had them like shipped to them, so I don't have to like travel with them. But I do want to go like get him some little like outfits or something and have like a present wrapped for him. I'm also going to get my niece something. I mean, she's 4 years old. I'm not going to go empty-handed for her, so I want to stop and get her something before I leave. I already kind of looked into what I want to wear, essentially, because the day that I fly out, I land, and then his party's like a couple hours later. So I already want to be dressed for that, maybe. But yeah, I want to bring a carry-on, so I can't pack too much. And so anyways, I'm basically fine to just have the afternoon off, and it's 1 o'clock. It's 12:51, so I finished some Etsy orders this morning, and I went to the post office, which you guys saw because I took Loki with me, which was so adorable. He's honestly like the more that he grows and gets older, the more like I can see his personality coming through, and I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Like, losing Loxi, as you guys know, took such a toll, not only mentally but like physically. Like, it was the most traumatizing thing I've ever gone through in my entire life, losing her. And now I'm just like looking at Loki like, oh my god. Not that like that's what you should be thinking about, but like I can't help myself. And I'm gonna get back up, which is gonna take a minute because it's gonna hurt my back. Or my knees, or, you know, just a bunch of bones. Oh god, they just don't tell you about getting up and how much it hurts. You know what I mean? I'm so excited to read this book. Actually, while we're here, I need to go to Overstock and I need to just see if that piece I'm looking at is on sale. It's not on sale, and I don't know if it's ever gonna go on sale. Well, pulled that trigger. Very exciting, but I just purchased a big piece for the living room. I'm very excited about this. I feel like now I'm coming close to having somewhat of a finalized space, and I'm excited about this too just because I want Christmas decorations to just feel complete, and so I think this will really help with that too. Unfortunately, I have to put it together, so it's not fully assembled, and I'm not looking forward to that, but the price is just better than this other one that I was looking at. This other one that I looked at, it's like an armoire, and it was $1,700 or $1,600, but it was like fully assembled. The other one I just looked at that I just bought was $700, and it comes in 2 boxes. It's like not even remotely assembled, not even like portion. So I have to put drawers together, I have to put the whole thing together, and I just hope that they don't come broken, because that's been a thing with Overstock. It's been ordered, it's done, and now I actually need to order, I'll show you guys. I need to order, I've decided I'm going in a different direction with the curtain rods, which I'm mad at myself, because these were, in my opinion, kind of expensive. They were like $25 a pop. You know, when you add it up, there's 3 of them. It's like $75. And so you've got Mail On. It's just been one of my go-tos this fall. But the black is not what I want to go for anymore. I really want to lighten the space up a lot more. I have a rug coming, so I'm going to double layer. And then I want to change the curtain rods to like a very light wood color. I wouldn't say that light, but just like this color. This color exactly, actually. And I know this looks really pretty, and I think once I have like a little tree plant, this will look very lovely, but it's not the direction I want to go in. So the armoire is going to go here, and it's bright white. So it's going to pull in all the bright white. And then I'm going to stack those candles like on top of it. We're going to have wicker baskets. That's where we're going to store our blankets. I'm going to have like the doors open. It's going to be really pretty, really farmhouse. I'm going back and forth on what shutters I want, or what shades, not shutters, what shades I want. Because I thought I was going to do white. I think I've been talking about this. I thought I was going to do white. I don't know if that's what I'm going to do at this point. So until I know exactly what I want to do, I'm going to hold off and not try to pull the trigger right now, because that's what I did with the curtain rods, and look at me now. Have you guys balanced on top of the coffee pot, but I have a package that just came in. I believe it's some new Nikes that I just ordered, and I found them for a really good price. Or I think that's what these are. Yep. I'm anxious to see these in person. So I got these from eBay. I was like, what? But it's a little eBay tag. These are cute. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with these. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna grab my book now and I'm gonna relax. I'm looking for this spray right here. I'm gonna make some hash browns. So, fun fact, but I love hash browns. I made coffee this morning. I don't know if I'm gonna drink it, but I'm at least gonna make it so the house smells so good. Nothing beats the smell of coffee for me. Today is such a good day. Why is it this little things? They make me so happy. Here's what I've done so far since waking up. I changed, I actually filmed an Instagram reel. I filmed my outfit that I walked Loki in, took Loki for a walk. I wanted to go for 35 minutes. We didn't make that. I was definitely gauging Loki's behavior off of that, and he just kind of looked done. And we hit the 25 mark and we hit a mile. So I figured, you know what, I'm not gonna push him. So I didn't hit 35 minutes. So I think I'm gonna have to go up a little bit more slower than I thought. So maybe next time I'll take him for like 27 minutes, like add 2 minutes to 20, you know. So took him for a walk. He's been literally still recovering. And then I showered, and I just had to because I was sweating out there. I made my bed and I put away some clothes. And now I'm also washing some of my blankets for the living room. So I gotta tidy up the living room. So let's do that while the oven still heats up. I'll show you guys. Again, the lighting is a little blue. It's honestly a little bit blue in person too, but I'm watching My Mom's Dating a Vampire, or whatever this movie is called. It's on Disney Plus, by the way. And yeah, Loki's having some freedom time, but I'm gonna be putting him back on the long leash, and he prefers my bedroom. That's like his favorite spot. So I'm just going to put him there and he can just kind of like chill out. Even though he's been doing really good, you guys, like he's really starting to show a lot of like the same tendencies as Loxi. His recall is getting better. I can actually take him out there without a leash for now. If, let's say, a squirrel came by or the neighbor came out, he wouldn't listen to me. So he's still not, you know, fully synced in with me, but he does good enough that he just sticks with me. Plus, look, it's finally drying up. We have not had rain in so long. Like, this is the longest we've gone since I've moved here that we haven't had rain. So that's the other thing with this having water. I actually kind of prefer. It's like there are pros and cons, but with water, I know Loki won't go to the golfers because Loki hasn't figured out, you know, that he can go there and cross over. So with this drying up, I won't be able to take Loki without a leash because he will for sure go run up to the golfers because he'll want to play. But anyways, let's go ahead and tidy up. I want to get this blanket in the laundry room as well. I'm gonna do a bunch of laundry today, especially since I'm leaving for Dallas, not tomorrow morning, but the next morning, like super early. That's the sound of, you know, time to put the hash browns in. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll tidy up the living room. Today my goal, honestly, honestly, is to have a nice cozy day, even though I need to edit a vlog and I need to film the video. But I also I need the house to be clean. So this has to be washed. I should wash this later too. Out of the way. Come on. Let's go. We're gonna do a little disinfectant right below. I feel like most of you know by now that you can find this on Amazon. Okay. I also need to have a fall movie lineup, but I might pick that later. I got some books. Get my Hocus Pocus book. This one sits out here. Super cute. I'm also going to go ahead while I have this out and I'm going to spray my bedroom and Loki's kennel. Okay, and I'm going to turn this lamp off. I don't know why it was on. I haven't pulled that open yet just because Micah's still kind of sleeping and because she doesn't have a door. You know, that whole thing. But I'll eventually open it later. And then that is the piece that Overstock sent for one of the broken chairs. That chair right there was broken. So I got the piece, so I just need to work on that today. And then this piece right there is funny because I talked about this. I talked about how I ordered all of my bookshelves from my office. And I talked about how one piece never came in. I think it's that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I'm probably gonna give it to Micah, but anyways, so y'all are getting kind of a general sneak peek of my office, but at this point this room's just gonna take a while. So I ended up having a little bit of coffee, probably shouldn't have, and now I'm in my laundry room. I'm washing the blankets that go in the living room. But I'm over here in this corner where I don't really know where else to put Loki's food right now. It doesn't fit here because these are too tall, but I basically just washed this out. This was something that I didn't realize how detrimental it is to their health. Like, you just kind of think dry food, no big deal, or maybe everyone knows this and I just didn't, but it's actually really important to clean out their whatever holds their food. So I just washed this out and dried it, so it's ready for a new bag. This one, as you can see, I need to wash the lid now because it's got Loki's hair on it, so I need to do that. And this one needs to be washed out as well. I want to go ahead and load it with food so that Micah doesn't have to do all this when she's taking care of him while I'm in Dallas. So I'm gonna get the food in here. I'm gonna wash this lid. I also, I'm out of breath. We're gonna keep pressing on. I also started Loki back up on Farmer's Dog, by the way. So these containers are from Amazon. They're actually made for dog food, so they have like a really good seal to them. And yeah, so I'll link this down below for you guys. But we're getting him back on Farmer's Dog, which, if you guys don't remember, I'll just kind of catch you up. I actually had him on Farmer's Dog when he was a puppy, because I refused to put him on puppy food. The reason for this was just with Loxi, and after my research and everything, I just personally don't trust the food. And there's so many like dog brands that just literally have like sawdust literally sawdust as their filler. And some of these, like, yeah. And there's so many also that are like being sued, but neither here nor there. And I just talked about how the problem with Farmer's Dog was that he was growing so fast and so rapidly. And Farmer's Dog is all about like literally counting down to the perfect number of calories for your breed, for your dog's weight. And because the way Farmer's Dog worked, it just, I don't know why, but maybe it was just me. So, you know, it just, Loki wasn't gaining enough weight, because Farmer's Dog would like, they would ship out a certain amount of food at one time, but Loki was like gaining weight so rapidly, but that food that was shipped in the first place was for that weight at the time the order was placed, if that makes sense. And I didn't know how much to keep adding as he kept gaining. So, and my vet at the time back in Texas, she was like, let's put him on puppy food. He needs it. He needs the energy from it. And I was just kind of like, okay. So I did, and he did gain the weight, and you know, and I do go with one brand that's like highly ranked, like top of the top, which if you want to know what that is, it is the Pure Purina Pro Plan Focus, or just Purina in general. But anyways, so now that he's a year old, he's still a puppy. I think I need to call my vet here and ask her what she said, because I don't remember. But I took Loki to the vet on his birthday, and by the way, he weighs 100 pounds, or he did at the time of the weigh-in. And Loki, by the way, still hasn't hit like his biggest growth spurt, which will be at 16 months, and then he'll stop officially growing at like 2 years old. But so he still has a lot more. He still has a lot more to gain. His dad was 155 pounds. His mom, I think, was 90. So he could be anywhere in between those. Clearly, he's bigger than his mom already. I don't know if he'll get as big as his dad. But now that he's a year, I don't remember what my vet said. I don't know if she said to switch him to an adult breed or to keep him on puppy. I'm going to call and ask her. But regardless, I'm now going to pull back in Farmer's Dog. I'm going to pull in like a quarter of his food packets. So he'll get 75% the dog food, and then 25% Farmer's Dog. And then as he gets closer to 2 years, it'll be like 50%, half this, half that. And then eventually I would like for him to just be strictly on Farmer's Dog once he gets like his weight, like his final weight essentially. So anyways, we're getting Farmer's Dog back though. So I'm very excited, and I know he's going to love it.